Yo, 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 yo. What's up, guys? What's up? Let's go. Alright, hold on. Let me just finish advertising. Gotta get the folks in here. Gotta get this shit started. Let me give you guys a few minutes to stream on in. Gonna give some time for Ace to hop on in. Hopefully, that's gonna work this time. You know, we never have technical difficulties on this channel, right? It's been a hot minute since I've come live, because I've been in Vegas the whole time. Been striking some big deals over there, you know what I mean? Alright, so that's just fixing up the back end for this stream. You guys come on in. If you have any questions, comments, anything you want to say, podium's yours while I set this thing up. Do my best to answer. And yeah, what you guys been up to? How's the market been treating you? How's the weather in your country? How's life been? What's going on? I'm actually gonna hassle Ace. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna send him an angry message. There. And we're started. What's up, Cheese Weasel? Actually, sorted out. It's probably your connection, bro. Yo, what's up? I don't know. What do I sound like? Alright, 1 second, Cheese Weasel. Nah. Oh, I think I know what it is. Yo, what's up, Ace? Talk to me, bro. Talk to me, bro. Sweet. Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna take my headset off so I can't hear you.
Perfect.
All right, we're good.
Sounds beautiful.
What's up, fam?
What the fuck was that?
1 second. I don't know. Hold up. All right, can you guys hear me now, everyone at home?
Oh shit, we're live?
Yeah, bro, we've been live this whole time. Your whole time you're cursing like fuck bags.
Oh, no. Hey guys, how you
All right, let me get my mask on. 1 sec. Yeah, don't worry. Hold up. Yo, real professional. I didn't do a stream in a week, and now I forget how to operate. So, guys, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Bagsy, my boy Ace, Hackerman Ace. Don't call me Hackerman. What's up, man? You chilling?
What's up, Bagsy? Good, man. How are you?
Dude, fucking bitch of a day, man.
Yeah, I bet you were running around everywhere.
Like my one of my relatives' car died. So I had to go boost it, but it was a stubborn ass battery, so it took me like an hour. Then I had to bring it all the way back, and then I had to bring the person back, and then I had to come back, so it was a bitch. Ace is really quiet. Do you have any way to turn your...
Yeah, of course. Hold on.
Actually, I could probably turn you up on my end, too.
How about now? Now it should be super clear.
Yeah, is it better for you guys at home? Oh, nice chart, sir. The Bitcoins, are you long right now?
Yeah, I'm long. I've been long since the other day.
Sass. Yeah, I just cracked open a Cardano long actually,
Ooh, yikes. Let me pull that up.
and a Bitcoin Cash long.
Yeah,
Kill me.
Bitcoin Cash long looks really nice because it just dumped down recently and while everything else stayed up, so
Hmm.
I kind of want some.
Yeah, it's kind of at the mid range right now of the recent leg up. The only thing that kind of bothers me is like we kind of broke through that a trend line we were riding, but at the same time, I'm not much of a trend line person myself. So overall, it looks really good to me. So yeah, let's hope I'm right here. I'm ready to lose some money on this thing. You guys at home, are there any coins that you're against trading, like Bitcoin Cash, Ripple? Are there any projects you refuse to trade just because of, let's say, the ethics behind it, or do you not care? What's that about for you guys? I'm really curious. Ace, are there any projects you won't trade? I mean, not due to liquidity, but just because of what it is.
No, no, anywhere there's money. I mean, I haven't traded XRP purposely just because my own personal reasons and because I got stopped
Hmm.
out.
Yeah.
But that's like was like months ago. I just really didn't feel like trading it again. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna give them my liquidity.
Yeah, that's fair.
But no fundamental reasons. If there's money to be made, I'll trade it. I don't care what if you're like
Hmm.
what you're doing.
Yeah. TX said BCH has fucked me over many times. A lot of people won't trade BSV, XRP, scammy pumps and dumps. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. If the coin's really volatile, I mean, it could be a good thing, but at the same time, I mean, if you don't have a stop or, you don't know what you're doing, it can really hurt. But,
So
mhm.
back to the my
So,
first question for you is: did
so,
you have fun at the crypto conference? That's the first big, most important question to start off with.
nah, man, it was horrible, dude.
Oh man.
No fun. I was forced to hang out with Michael Nye the whole time. It was the worst. No, I'm kidding, but it was really good, man. Uh,
That's good.
there weren't that many people, to be honest. Like on the grand scheme of thing, I was expecting this event to pull in more, like a bigger crowd.
Mhm.
Like some of the keynotes or the panels had like 10 people watching it, or like even one at some point when it's early morning. Because I got into the conferences usually around 10 a.m. or 9:30 a.m. and I guess people don't really wake up at that time, so it was funny seeing people giving keynote speeches to a ghost town. But then again, you had other bigger panels where you had hundreds of people watching, so it was a good balance of both.
What was
Um,
one of the biggest panels you saw out there?
I'd say it's a good question. I'd say the one that had Brock Pierce, the one that had there was one about institutional money. Like there was one with a speaker from Backed, from a couple of the major firms or whatnot. So they had a pretty good crowd. The one that Nye was on, he was on a couple panels, but there was one about influencers, and that one had a full audience as well. It was all in the bigger room, so there were some side panels that were smaller, but overall, the big dudes who have money were the ones that people were listening to, I guess.
That's
Uh,
interesting.
Someone asked, "How is In-N-Out Burger worth the hype?" Rate your burger. Honestly, guys, it was it was almost worth the hype. And I say almost because I've been hyped up to try In-N-Out Burger for 5 years now. Okay, so it's been in the making. It's not a like I've been dreaming about this shit. So when I had it, it's good. Don't get me wrong. And like the animal style fries, they put like this type of sauce on top of the fries. Tastes like Big Mac sauce. Really good. I'd probably give it like an 8.5 on 10, something like that. Like for fast food, probably 8.7. But I some of the people that surprised me there was like Data Dash. I don't know if you guys have ever listened to him. Nicholas Martin, super smart dude. What? And a really cool kid, and I got to hang out with him. Who else? Titan, like Crypto Titan, the whole FOMO Hunt crew, like Digital Lawrence, them. I spent some good time with them. Crypto Burb and his partner, they were both really cool. Overall, it was just really good time. I still think that we're really early in the space because there are still a lot of issues in terms of like UX design, onboarding people, making it really simple for people to join crypto. And I think that a lot of the applications that are being put out there at this point are starting to tackle that aspect. And I honestly think that if we're able to start creating ways for your grandmother, grandfather, whatever it is, to be able to buy Bitcoin without needing to understand what a blockchain is or without needing to really comprehend the tech, then once the time comes where Bitcoin's attractive to retail, once the price reaches a point where people are interested again, then I believe that bull run would have even more success because everyone FOMO'd in 2017, but a lot of people stayed out of it because it was just too complicated to acquire Bitcoin. Even bank accounts, like you link up your thing to Coinbase or whatever, some people would get their shit closed down. Their wires wouldn't go through. They'd have to change banks. So it was like just an inefficient system. So like where I see the space going is in the way that a lot of apps are going to come out where you can earn Bitcoin passively through purchasing items at a store, through through your TFSA, your tax-free savings account. They're going to start creating ways that'll make it easier for Americans and whatever nationality it is to actually acquire it. Now, it'll come at a drawback. I don't think people will necessarily understand what they're doing unless they're willing to put in the research. But all that to say, I think we're at an early time, even though this space is maybe 10 years old now, and we might feel like we've been in the mud for a bit. I still believe we're at a very small fraction of what we're going to see in the next couple of years, and that's the feeling I got from this conference.
Now,
Yeah.
what was like one of the companies that stuck out to you most? I guess like the top three. Which one of them stuck out to you the most, and what about them?
You companies?
Yeah, or I guess projects.
Projects. Constellation. So the DAG team. Alpha as fuck. Just super intelligent, well spoken, smart, knew what they were talking about. They were able to explain the project to me in a way that I didn't get before. And I honestly think that they're going to be doing big things. So Constellation to me is one to keep an eye on. I made a post about Constellation yesterday actually, and it was about the like the chart where it's at right now. Technically, DAG is already up something like 500%, and so it's hard to be like, yo, like I quote unquote suggest people look at it because I don't want anyone buying tops or anything. But at the same time, like this chart looks good to me, but it would be very irresponsible to purchase it here.
Yeah,
So
look at that pump. It's going nicely.
yeah. So a second thing that impressed me was Bybit. Actually, I met the whole Bybit team and I spoke to their CEO for maybe like 20 minutes at the party. I was really surprised he took that much time because he had like a bunch of people to talk to. However, all in all, he was a really intelligent dude, very well spoken. He didn't speak poorly about his competition. He was very knowledgeable about what they're going for, what their obstacles are, where they're gonna win, lose, all that. So I really enjoyed him. And third project,
Well, before you go,
yeah,
before we go to the third one,
yeah.
I know Bybit's an exchange, and that's one that a lot of people use on crypto. So, what were some of the struggles and things that they were talking about that they're facing and things like that?
You mean from the two teams I spoke with, or just at the?
More so Bybit, really.
They're I guess just creating a platform that doesn't go down. You know what I mean? Because so far
Yeah.
from what I understand, Bybit hasn't had any downtime, whereas BitMEX, Deribit, FTX, they've all had some periods where their website is fucked just because of too much traffic. And so I think that's one thing that they've been really focused on, and so far they've done a great job. Another thing is that they only listed 4 or 5 assets, and I think that's smart. I like that they did that. So it's not so much an issue. Like, we didn't talk as much about issues as we
Mhm.
did what they're trying to do, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess the UX is one thing. They're trying to make a simple platform, and I don't think that they're yet at the point that BitMEX is at. Because as you know, as quote unquote ugly the UX of BitMEX is, it's simple and it's just smooth. Everyone gets it. It's not complicated. Bybit still has some things that I think could use some work. So that's one thing. It's just making it a seamless experience and making it simple. And if you can create a platform with decent liquidity that doesn't go down all the time, you'll be a top exchange. No,
Yeah, if,
no
if any
joke.
exchanges are listing right now, that's like one of the biggest things that I get from people. They're like, "Yeah, this exchange is really good to use. There's liquidity, but as far as being able to use the platform and being able to understand it, I don't feel like there should be so many videos out there on how to use a platform. It should be simple. Get on it, take about like 30 minutes, and you're there and you can trade. Not let me take a week to understand this platform, stop sessions and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good to hear.
Yeah, Crypto X Hunter is saying 10 to 50 times the users, which will happen when Bitcoin crosses 20K, they'll likely have the same issues. Yeah, that's very true. Right now they have a 24-hour trading volume of 600 million. So that's pretty. They're rank 5 out of all the exchanges, and every exchange that's here now will have these issues, as you're saying, when Bitcoin does cross that 20K number. However, if they're having issues now, imagine when that happens. So I would rather place my money on a business that doesn't go down yet, but expectingly so, it'll likely happen. I'm not saying it won't. The more users you have, the better servers you need, and just the more it takes. I won't pretend to understand the technical side of that. I'm not so much. It's not my forte. Uh, Yo, it's malicious. We pumping, boys. Yeah, what's up, Bitcoin cats? What's Bitcoin at right now? Is it pumping for real?
Let's take a look. I don't think so, but
Oh shit, it is 9,500. Wow,
oh, we're up.
dude.
Ooh.
And probably there goes my
Oh, look
Cardano.
at that! There it goes, boys.
Yeah, dude.
That's awesome. Good times.
Nice. Just tweeted about that shit too. Nice. Time to collect some clout.
Yeah. Yeah, let's collect that Twitter cloud. And look, we even broke 94. That was our like biggest point that we had across that I was worried about because we already had tapped into it a couple times and we
Mhm.
refused to break it. But look at that clear. And now it's just like, hey, go fuck yourself. We're gonna go pump.
Yeah, it's pumping hard.
Let me check over here. 20, 30. And I guess we're down to the one last final one. Um, were there any like I guess like I'm assuming there was like stands and stuff that were out there
Yeah,
like
yeah,
some
yeah.
little things.
Yeah.
Was there any like in particular stand? Because I remember like one of the crypto conferences that RLC, I heard that they had like a great stand. It was super interactive, super friendly. So I guess to go back off your initial point of the ones who are trying to bring adoption to like people who aren't really very tech savvy and the older generation, which one of them would you say stuck out? The ones that are trying to push it towards non-techie people, I guess.
Ooh, that's a good question. Let me get back to you on that. Like, none of them
Yeah.
really stood out to me per se. Um, Truthfully, I think it's just going to be more of the exchanges, more than any individual project. I mean, like guys like Michael Nye, he has an app where you go in store and you purchase an item and it gives you like 1% into Bitcoin, for for example.
Hmm.
So those kind of things are cool because it makes it so that you don't have to think about it. Same for dudes like Nicholas Martin, Data Dash. He's building an app called DigiFox. And what they're aiming to do is something similar where you're actually removing the complication of needing to do X amount of steps to actually acquire Bitcoin. And you can make it like seamlessly transfer your money in the own app. You can buy anything within the app. You get matched through DEX. So it's like that kind of stuff is nice.
Somebody said, "Did you see good old George Jorge or whatever his name is, the
Or
fake Toshi guy, with his hair and his uh, Bitcoin co-founder guy?"
oh yeah, I saw him, clown. Yeah, I didn't speak to him though, but there was some bullshit with him too. Not with me, but um, yeah, Fraser Sebastian. Nah, he's not a dumb little scam artist, bro. You're talking out your ass. But
So
yeah,
you also said that you had gotten into like the finance side of crypto as well, or what were you
y-
telling me that before?
yeah. I met some of, I guess, the more financial savvy people. Let me pull up someone, for example. I met the
Right.
dude. I met the dude Didi who sold Bitcoin who sold his house for Bitcoin. I don't know if you remember that story. Where,
No. Mm-mm.
oh, he basically sold everything he had, and he went into Bitcoin, and he did really well. It was cool, getting to meet him very briefly. But let's see, Ashton Addison. This dude is cool as hell. He did a bunch of keynote speeches, but these guys are yeah fucking. I was with Wolf of Poloniex and Ashton in that one. Really cool kid. But yeah, this was the panel I was talking about. There was like not Charles Hoskin, sorry, Pompliano, fucking Charlie
Mm-hmm.
Shrem, these guys. Charlie Shrem was at like every event there. He had his own after party thing. I didn't get really to talk to him very much, but he seemed like a cool dude. So yeah, like I recommend you guys, like if you guys are ever near a conference, just like hit it up if that's something you give a fuck about. Obviously, if your plans are just to trade and you don't need to meet anyone, then you could always stay home. But there's never harm in actually going out there and presenting yourself. Ken was awesome. Yeah, fucking Ken Bozak, man. He doesn't give two shits. Did you see that video, Ace?
Yeah, that's what I was asking because I remember I ran across and I was like, ah, look, he got him. It's got somebody again.
There he is.
That's why I would rather love to start a team of people just so we can bet
This
people.
guy right here, he's a
Yeah, I'm playing
Yeah,
it right
that
now.
one.
this dude. No, don't you look away. This guy's a fucking scammer. This guy right here, he's not Satoshi.
I wonder what the bald
He's
guy.
telling
He's just
people he's
like,
fucking Satoshi.
Oh, he was a
He's a fucking
shithead
scammer.
apparently
This
to
fucking guy right here.
to
You don't
uh
belong in this space.
to one
Get
of the
out.
dudes I was with. Won't drop too many names, but yeah. So they end up like flicking the hat off his head. He blows up. Beautiful times in the space. But yeah, man. What do you think of that? Do you think more people should speak out like Ken did that day?
Ken's his own individual, so he has his own way of doing things.
Mhm.
But I definitely do think there's definitely improvement in that part of the conferences and just in the realm of this whole crypto area. I think there's definitely room for improvement. I mean, that's one way of doing things, and then there's another way of doing things, which is basically preventing them from even starting up in the first place and
Mhm.
making sure those guys don't come. But yeah, definitely could see a need for that.
Okay.
I mean, if you look into more of that George guy or Jorge guy, I mean, he scammed the whole school of people saying that he was fake. He was Bitcoin co-founder. So
Dude, that's pretty
yeah.
shit. Plus, the dude deleted his Twitter.
Oh yeah, instantly, like
Why?
within 10
Like,
minutes.
that's
He's like, you
horrible.
can't find me now.
Dude, that's actually horrible. And Bitcoin Cash fell off a cliff. Thank you, sirs. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah. Yeah. But
No, dude.
yeah,
Oh,
man.
Bitcoin Cash in BTC, I believe, means nothing because
Mhm.
I don't know. I just feel like if I was BCH team, I wouldn't want to be trading BCH pairs of
Mhm.
or BTC pairs of BCH.
Interesting. What would you trade, the USD?
Yeah, that's all. I love the USD pair of
Mm-hmm.
BCH. It's had such a strong run up.
Yeah, I have it on your screen now.
Oh, oops. Yeah, look at this lovely little Bart that you know what? I might even file a lawsuit for this this Bart over here, guys. I don't know.
Dude, what? Tell me, like, about that lawsuit thing. Did they
Uh
actually include a BART in their proposal?
yes, man. It's terrible.
Some.
I wonder if I could. I probably can't pull it up right now. But yeah, it was basically just complaining that this is a Bart is the cause of FTX and this is the pattern. It's like, what?
Mm-hmm.
You guys are stupid. Get out of here. You guys don't know how to trade. Probably lost your money. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that was just crazy.
It actually sucks because they have, like, depending how far they depending how far they go with it, you know what I mean? Like, you actually have to defend yourself in court, waste assets, waste time. It makes you look bad. Like, there are a lot of things that are
Yeah, I
just like.
forgot we talked about this off stream. Yeah, I mean, to
Mm-hmm.
get more into that side of things, I mean, Sam, we had a streamer with Sam. I don't think Sam's that stupid to blatantly do something that would be like that. And not
Mm-hmm.
only that, I just think it's a little funny that FTX was the only one, and so far
Yeah.
Bybit. Well, I mean, Bybit's had their own FUD too, but FTX was the only one that was left that was FUDless. So here's a little bit of FUD there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, until something gets proven in court or somebody gets held responsible for that, I just feel like it's just childish and kind of stupid because those patterns don't only happen in crypto; they happen in legacy as well, and you can't blame somebody with a lot of money for that.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you, and it's really easy to blame other people for your choices, but yeah, and that, that at the same time, I won't lie. That's the issue when you're also trading on exchanges that have internal trading desks. No joke. And FTX are not the only people who do that. Um, so you just.
Oh, and to like
Mhm.
comment on your what you said earlier, like to
Yeah,
go to crypto conferences,
yeah,
I think that is useful because like look at DAG. I mean
yeah.
that price action has been going crazy. So like for me to hear that, hey, this team was really smart and really good.
Yeah.
If I did choose to be an investor or buy on dips for an investor, like that's one of the companies I definitely am gonna put on my watch list now. Like I want to watch DAG, especially if you're saying
Mm-hmm.
they're not like useless.
And look at this. It broke up again. Crazy.
Yeah,
I want to see what their
we
market
got to
cap.
stop talking about it so we can get entries.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me see what their market cap is like.
Guys, dump all your DAG right now.
Yeah, dump it to me.
We need entries.
17 million market cap. Hold up 1 second. Forgot I kept my Telegram open. Don't want you guys peeking into my private.
The way Bagsy described DAG to me, it just basically sounds like a company that's going to acquire data, kind of like Google, and
Mm-hmm.
data is worth a lot for, I don't know, I guess the US in general, most companies and things. So if that's a company that's here to collect data and sell it in different ways,
Mhm.
especially when we're leaning towards everything in blockchain, which is all about data, I think if they do it the right way and as long as it's with regulations, I think they'll do really good.
Yeah, if you can be on the right side of regulation and there's a market for what you're selling, then you're good. But
Were there any regulators that were there that were talking regulations over at the conference?
yeah, there was a dude from Bakkt, like BAKKT. There was a dude from a bunch of like firms. They were talking a bit about regulation, but to be honest, I kind of tuned out. I was working.
Yeah.
I was there to listen to what's his face? What's his name? Brock Pierce.
Yeah, so you're in a movie now,
Yeah, I think so.
huh? Are you allowed to talk about that?
I don't know.
Well,
But yeah, there's a project that they basically wanted to interview some of the people in the space, and they asked me, so I was quite happy about that. So I got to throw on this bad boy. Got to go out in public and talk a bit about my story. But I think it's coming out Q1 to 2020 or something. So when I get more info, I'll drop it.
You guys can catch Bagsy on Netflix in
Yeah,
2021.
Yeah, exactly. I can finally be able to feed my family. Getting them Netflix deals. Yo, what's up, Poirier? Ça va?
Maybe get a pet in that house, that lonely, sad house.
Yeah. Bagsy, how do they plan to collect the data? That's a really good question. I'm actually probably going to reach out to the DAG team, and they'll be able to come on and explain it a bit better than I could.
Yes, that sounds like a very good thing to do, is a little interview with them.
Yo, what's up, J-Bags? How you doing?
Oh, man, it's the champ.
It's the
J-Bags.
champ, the man, the myth, the legend. But yeah, it's good to be back, guys. I really miss streaming. So over the next couple of weeks, Ace and I are going to be working very closely. We're going to be putting out some good content.
You guys got some big special stuff coming up next on the 20th, actually. I haven't announced it yet, but
shit.
Some cool stuff.
You didn't even tell me, bro.
I didn't even tell you. Look, I didn't even tell Bagsy.
Look at this. Someone just tagged me live from the DAG trading room. For shame. I shall back.
The chart looked down. Yikes. Let's go pull up DAG and wait 30 seconds.
Oh, you can't catch them all, right?
The bottom.
Yeah, it's good to be back, guys. Oh, shit. Nice. Yo, fucking Hunter got it. But, yeah, jokes aside, that's going to be good. I think on the 13th of November, I'm going to have Not So Fast. I'm going to have the CEO of iDex. I'm going to have Charisma on. We're going to talk about DEXs in general. I have a lot of questions I want to ask them. So that's going to be a good episode as well. I'll let you know once everything's finalized. And yeah, so in terms of opportunity, I put out this Tron setup the other day. Technically, it just got filled on the last 12-hour candle. I don't know if you remember this, Ace, or if we were... I don't think we were live when I did this. What's your opinion about Tron at the moment? Do you think another leg up would make sense?
Let me check.
Show me your Ichimoku, sir.
Your XZ. Damn, not the dump that you're looking for.
Giovanni, how many masks do I have? I have 2 technically, but I'm looking to purchase a 3rd right now. I'm thinking this 25K mark that I broke the other day warrants a new mask. So something more comfortable as well would be pretty cool. Yeah, 2020 is gonna be big, man.
Are you going for the No Shave November? I could see that little beard sticking out there, Bagsy.
No Shave November, bro. This has been a no shave decade, man. Yeah, when I was younger, I was really chubby, so I wanted to hide my double chin, so I grew a beard out.
Poor Bagsy.
No bullshit. And then eventually, I lost weight, so I kept it, and I like the beard. Are you shaving for no nut? I mean, for no beard, whatever,
Yeah, I'm shaving my pubes.
Yeah. All fucking 3 pubes on that face of yours, dude.
I'm keeping my beard on there this month. It's a little chilly around here. It's getting a little cold.
Yo, TA Trader Joe, what do I think about DAG? I mean, beyond the project, the chart looks pretty fucking dirty, in a good way. It's really good. So far, I mean, your Elliott Waves artist, I don't want to talk out my ass, but this looks kind of like a 3rd wave.
One cup and handle.
Let's see. See what kind of indicators I can toss on this thing. Let's have money flow. Got some bearish divergences, which is to be expected. If we were to blow out the top, I'd expect one giant volume candle at some point, and that's the candle I'd look out for a retracement. So let's say we were to blast upward one more leg, get into this area, you'd see a huge volume bar with probably a long wick at the top. That's when I'd consider getting out if you are in position. I can't really recommend anyone, buy it, because firstly, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. But secondly, you have to be cautious whenever something has already run whatever 5x, 6x. Yeah. But lower time frames, I mean, it's chugging along, boys. But yeah, those are my thoughts on DAG. And it also depends, like, what you're buying it for. Are you purchasing to flip it, or are you purchasing as a long-term investment? Like, what's your reasoning for it? There's all that as well. So yeah, sorry, Ace. You're looking at Tron, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Tron. I mean, it looks fine. Just probably would be. It probably needs another move from Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
So if Bitcoin starts coming back down, I don't know how Tron will react to that one. Doesn't look too good on the hourly.
Yeah.
But still looking for a pop around here shortly.
Pop, lock, and drop it, baby.
Just needs to. As long as it
Damn.
doesn't break 200, I think we'll be fine.
Fucking Cardano, bro. Fuck you, Cardano.
Ew.
Dude, I have the worst track record with Cardano, I swear.
Were there any Cardano companies at the conference? Or
Yeah, Charles was there.
Oh shit, he's alive.
He's
How's
alive.
he looking?
Yeah, okay. I mean, did he get
Alive?
hit by a truck or something, or what?
I don't know. Last time he was seeing pictures of him, he was looking like
Really?
He had a hawk on his hand and
A hawk?
coming from the wild.
Hawk. Nah, he's good, bro. I saw Pompliano, Charlie Lee. I didn't like bothering these guys though. You know what I mean? Like, hey,
Hi, I'm Bagsy.
hi, I'm
guys.
Bagsy. Shake my hand. Okay, thank you, anonymous toy puppet. But yeah, no. I saw fucking Ian Bellina. We were at the same party.
Oh shit! Yeah. How are the parties? What parties did you go to?
Yeah.
Are you allowed to talk about your sexual encounters?
Nah.
Or whatever.
No sexual encounters, sir. Only close calls. Party wise, there was this Cardi B concert. It was a crypto / Cardi B event. I didn't end up going because I don't really give two shits about Cardi B, and I needed to sleep. There were like some penthouse parties. The Bybit party that Wendy hosted was lit. That was a lot of fun. That's where I hung out mostly with the whole Bybit team. Wolf of Poloniex, all these people. There was this Mike Tyson poker tournament that was a lot of fun. I didn't participate in it, but it was basically at one of Mike Tyson's old houses. And it was like all you can drink, all you can eat. I was chilling outside, really cool. Like, I find that crypto parties are really good, mostly because they're free and you get to chill with cool people. But they know how to throw a shindig.
Everybody's got that Bitcoin.
Yeah, I didn't put out. Nah, I tried. I really tried. Maybe next time. I wish Z was there. Fucking Nico's. He was supposed to come, but he ended up having to move all of Nye's shit into his house because they just moved in together. So he was doing all the heavy lifting.
I'll go next year right away if Pierre comes.
Yo, dude, if Pierre goes, like 100%.
So many girls.
Yeah,
It'd be so easy. He sounds like a good wingman.
he is.
Wonder what he's doing right now.
I don't know. Did Tyson have his weed there? Nah, man. Did I run into Bitlord? I did run into Bitlord. I did.
Yeah, how was the Bitlord and the Dudek stuff? Did you run into any of that?
I met both from Dudex, and I met Bitlord. They flew down from Austin, both of them. They're nice people. Yeah, I mean, I think Bitlord's a bit less insane than what he portrays on stream. Like he's toned down in a way. However, yeah, they're on a mission. I could say that much. But overall, I mean, it was good. It was good. I might go to Miami in January for another conference. It's not like sealed or anything, but I think that'd be pretty cool. I might end up speaking at some point. Still figuring out the logistics for that. Because I saw, like, as I was telling you, Ace, like, I saw a lot of the speakers, and to be honest, like, I think I could do a lot better than what's there.
Yeah, tell everybody about what you told me about that one speaker.
Which one? You gotta remind
The
me.
one that had like the props that were all.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, there was this one dude. He was on a paddle, and the guy was dressed like a sailor. So he had this sailor's hat, a blue button shirt, some white pants, a brown belt, and he had this bottle of vodka that he brought on stage, and he was trying to use it as a prop for his whatever he was talking about, but it just it didn't make sense. It's like bringing a heroin needle on a stage, you know, like you're at a professional conference. Like, what are you doing? So I mean, with that being said,
Yeah, it
I
sounds like there's definitely room for improvement on that side too.
yeah, man. I mean, there's always room, and I don't know how good of a public speaker I am. However, I can
Ah,
promise you guys I won't be swinging around a bottle of vodka on stage. But yeah, no. All that to say, I'd be pretty down to talk. I like talking either way. If I have a mask on, you guys can't see me, crying underneath this thing, or yeah, can't see my emotions.
I'm assuming you weren't masked the whole time.
No, I didn't. I
Okay.
I had to be sneaks, but I didn't want to draw too much attention to myself as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, hey, I'm Bagsy, take pics.
Hey, exactly. I don't know. Honestly, it was too encumbersome. It was too cumbersome dragging this mask around, so I just brought it one day, and that's when I did the interview and all that. Had to inverse bra this one. Wait, what link is this? Hold up. Oh shit. Yeah. I remember that. But yeah, sounds like you were at a male strip club. Yeah, dude, like a lot, like these guys love strip clubs. I don't get it. I'm not much of a strip club guy. I don't like burning money on women. You know what I mean? Are you a strip club guy, Ace?
I've never been actually.
Good for you. Keep it that way.
I mean, I want to try it. I wouldn't mind.
I want to try.
I don't find the idea of paying sex something that I would do when you can just find it for free. But,
You walk around going Bella, Bella, Bella.
just yelling, I have Bitcoin.
Yeah, that worked in 17 and it stopped working in 18.
I have all coins.
Yeah.
They run away.
They run away and they don't come back, like my papa. All
I'm just
right.
gonna go around telling people I'm the fucking creator of, like, I don't know, like DAG. I'm like, have you seen the prices, guys?
Yeah,
Have you seen? That's all me, bro. That's all me. Okay. Do you have any list for assets to trade as far as like the Chinese crypto revolution that's gonna begin again for the 10th time? Any crypto
Ooh.
coins?
Interesting. Probably say the first one that hops to my mind is Neo.
Yeah, same here. I'm like
Yeah.
looking at the list. I'm like, Neo.
Neo. Yeah,
Chinese
the
Ethereum.
only thing is that there's a like it's risky. Like the time to buy it was that day that they announced it.
Yeah, it's been kind of beat since.
It's hard to tell if there'd be another leg up on this.
That's a no.
To be frank, if I had to put my hand in the fire, I'd say no as well. There would be, I guess, Ontology. That one would make more sense to me.
I wonder.
Mhm.
I forget the company's name. There's a company that does the audits for Binance. Quantum Stamp, QSP.
Okay. Honestly, Zill looks all right to me.
My long bag. Oh god, look at the price. Jesus.
Look at Zill right now on my chart.
That
Like it-
makes me want to look now.
Like it's not ready yet. I do think we could make one more leg down, but I do believe we'll end up popping to retest that range high at 92 at some point. Multiple bullish divergences, each lower lows being followed by a higher low on my CCI. So keep your eye on Zill. Right now the POC is at 67 sats, so this yellow line. Once we were able to start closing above that, that's when I'd probably look to long the breakout at that point if it were to happen here. If not, I'd still wait for us to kind of, at least get back above that level. So an interesting place to long would be down here, or once there's a breakout from this area, I think. I think Escobar is also looking at Zill, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's the first one who mentioned it.
Who is?
Escobar?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's the one who brought it up. Like I remember it from him. I'm also looking at Binance on the BTC pairing. Think it might pop up sooner than later, but it might take another like month or two. So I don't
Bitcoin
know.
goes up, I say it goes down.
Yeah, I mean, obviously a Bitcoin prints a 10K chat candle. None of this is gonna matter, and XRP can go suck a D, because yep, yeah, it's breaking down from the POC now. Not looking great. It's funny though. Like I read a book on the plane called The Art of Contrary Thinking, and I don't know if you've ever read it, but the main point they're trying to bring across is that it pays to think differently from the crowd.
Yeah,
Now, when using that with your trading, it's often hard to time when you're going to be right. Like you could say, going into the Bitcoin halving, Bitcoin is not going to go up. Whereas most people would say that, Bitcoin's becoming deflationary even more. Price should pump because it's bullish. The problem is like it makes it really hard to time when you're right. The market could trend upwards, and 2 months into the halving, then it drops 80%. Just as an example. So like I'm trying to start using that a bit more. Not so much for my entries and exits, but just more how I look at things. And Swell is a good example of this, where, including myself, I was very very bullish about XRP, and I did catch part of the move with you guys, which I'm happy about. And hopefully you guys are following us on Twitter, because I told you guys exactly what I did, and I basically closed my long at the top here, and I haven't re-entered it since we dropped. However, it's an example of like, oh my god, like swell, and now we're approaching swell in 3-4 days, and price is stagnating, and it doesn't look great. So that's a book I really enjoyed. The Art of Contrary Thinking. I'd recommend you guys take a look at it. It's pretty good. Yo, what's up, Tart Cake? Let's get that bread. Yeah. ELA? Is that Elastic? Elastos? I mean, it's not ready yet. Actually, it looks like ass, bro. I'm sorry. Like, look at this on the weekly. Fuck. Sorry.
Next dag, guys.
Yeah, next dag, bro. I mean, look, the good news is that you can tell the slowing is slowing down. However, I mean, the most recent 3-day candle was harshly rejected. That wick is just gnarly. I don't know. I don't think it's ready yet. I think we could probably trend sideways for another month or two, and then probably I'd target 32.6 or something. This level, I think that'd make an interesting exit around 34, and that'd probably be like 70% gain. Because like we have bullish divergences here. However, the sell pressure is still pretty strong, and I don't know. I don't think it's ready. If you start seeing some closes above 23K, so this POC level, so if we start trending back above here, and you start seeing some more volume, then I'd be interested in Elastos. But for now, you could keep it on your watch list, but I wouldn't touch it yet. Yeah. XLM is looking interesting. Stellar Lumens. What do you think about Stellar?
Let's check
Thank you, sir. Do I chart no volume shit coins? Asks Crypto Sovereign.
yeah, why wouldn't you, sir?
I move the market 50% is why.
That's great.
Link is dying. Your tweet killed it, Bagsy. Sorry, TX. It's not personal. It's just business.
Yeah, looks like that wick from the 18th is gonna be hard to beat for XLM, but overall XLM, if we can get going, yeah, looks good.
It does look good. Yeah, I agree with you.
There's even like a slight possibility we could even see XLM back at 10 cents. Or is that 1 sec?
Okay, this is nulls on the monthly. I don't like these kind of charts, man.
Why?
There's no like. If I had to put my hand in the fire, it doesn't look bad. Actually, it doesn't look bad. It's just I don't like it when we're trending beneath resistances. You know what I mean? Like this looks like Bitcoin Cash. In a way, like the Bitcoin Cash BTC pair where it's going sideways for like 100+ days, like that's what that looks like. So if I had to bet on it, I would think we'd move up. I just don't like trading these because they're just not, they're not very liquid and they're kind of, I don't know, kind of baity. If I had to target, I'd probably say 58.8 is a good exit. I mean, I know a bunch of people would be taking profit there. That's for sure. So something like this, maybe a wick into this. I'd sell most of it there. The rest at I don't know, 62.3. If you're really bullish, you could maybe catch a move up to 88. I don't think it's gonna happen, and if it does, well, don't quote me on it. So yeah, that's nulls. Seal. I know Seal's still fucking tanking it. Look at this, dude. This is insane. There's a little train that could.
Yeah, Seal's still gonna go. It's gonna go much higher.
Yeah, you have this clusterfuck region over here. I think where a lot of people will be taking profit is 10,820, whatever that is. So that's in another 40% something, 34%. I think this pivot will act as a resistance. So I'd be shaving some off there. If you bought the bottom and you're still in this thing and you haven't taken profit, you are a madman, and you deserve to lose all your money. So I'd definitely take some profit. Especially seeing like it's hard to hold an asset that's already done over 10x. You know what I mean? But yeah.
I'll line up again today, Bagsy.
What's that?
Option straight.
Oh, dude. Wow.
Unfucking believable.
We did good on that one. Yeah, like the first options paper trade I did with Ace just did like a 12x or something. Huobi season. You think Stellar has the best fundamentals? IBM Jed, better version of XRP. I mean, I don't know. Like,
in that sense, yeah. I mean, I've only liked XLM and anything to do with XLM because of the IBM name. But if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Cats. Appreciate you. Thanks for the retweet. So yeah. So opportunity-wise, I keep an eye on Bitcoin Cash. Mostly because it's been trading sideways for like 2 fucking years. Jokes aside, not 2 years, but 112 days. It had a lot of volume. It's above the POC right now that's laying at 0.03 BTC. So I think as long as we're trending above here, we'll flag into, we'll do a channel and then we'll break to the upside, and I target the 4,500 level. I think that'd be really interesting. Even actually, the 48 level. That's where I TP, and I think I'm right about this, but I don't know. I kind of get uncomfortable trading Bitcoin Cash just because of what it is. Then again, like, I'm a trader. I don't give a fuck, but imagine like one of the 2 Bitcoin Cash leaders die tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like Craig Wright does something stupid, or Roger Ver gets into an accident.
Yeah, I did.
You know what I mean? What's that?
I know Giovanni said that. Did you guys see that Huobi's kicking off U.S. users by the 13th?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, man, I saw that, but I'm not really surprised at all. Bagsy's over here safe in Canada. Huh?
Yeah, man. Safe and sound. No one can reach me. So yeah. So that's my recap of World CryptoCon. Opportunities-wise, I keep an eye on Tron and Bitcoin Cash personally. Ace, are you looking at anything that you like?
Yeah, what I take from this whole thing is that I want to grab a bag of DAG, basically.
Yeah.
So I want to grab a bag of DAG. I want to look more into Bybit. I definitely want to look into, I don't know, I guess more of these crypto conferences, see if there's something is worth going into, see if there's something that we can start as far as vetting people goes or something like that. And yeah,
And
definitely seems like there's room for improvement.
and Ethereum Classic looks good to me.
Ooh, my favorite. Let me check that.
Honestly, this wick right here that took out all the stops, that was huge. And I find that typically after that happens, we see some upside. So I'm personally going to be opening up a small position, and I'd probably target the range high around 7,300 sats. That's 40%. I think that's going to happen.
I would go in on yeah, I would do this. I would do ETH Classic and then sell this shit at like $6-7.
Oh, let me pull up your screen.
Don't flexing your little muscles.
Dude, I gotta hit the gym right after this stream, actually. I'm suffering. Oh, what? They have a conference, huh? Okay, crypto. Yeah, you're teaching me things. I appreciate that. Alright, when is this conference? It's the 8, 10, 10, 10. Didn't this already happen? Bro, that conference was a month ago. Are you smoking the ganja?
The devil's lettuce.
The devil's lettuce. Yeah. Yeah, no. That happened, bro. So, all that to say, Ethereum Classic, DAG, Tron, what else?
That's it. That
Yeah.
was the good ones.
That's what I'm looking at. And if you haven't already, obviously give the boy Hackerman Ace a follow. Here he is.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, anytime, bro. So, when's our next stream, man? When are we doing this?
So I guess, yeah, since viewers are online, we might as well tell them a little bit of what we're doing. I guess we're gonna try to record a video and see if we can get it fancy and edited and get everybody's views. We have something coming up this Wednesday with Crypto AMD and Crypto Goku. We're gonna do a little stream with those two guys, and that should be really fun. I have my stream with Dale Pinkert on Wednesday. That's kind of separate, but just chilling anyway.
Yeah.
And then on the 20th, which I didn't tell you yet, I'm pretty sure everything is worked out, but we're gonna have Altcoin Psycho on here. So that'll be one of my really favorite streams because he's a really cool guy. I really can't wait to talk about trading with him. So the 20th, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Watch our stream.
Let's go.
Altcoin Psycho, he'll be there. And then this Wednesday, Crypto AMD. So join in. We have plenty of stuff planned for this weekend, closing out the year with a bang.
Yo, sounds good, man. So everyone at home, thanks for tuning in. Love you guys as always. If you have any recommendations, suggestions, remarks, make sure to drop a message, DM, share our stuff if you like it, and we will catch you guys ASAP.
Yeah.
Yo.
Thank you guys. See you later.
Peace.